Yes, that's correct. So because they're the same letters, it's the same word, right? So it's chaf, lamed, right? So whenever you see this word, whether it's pronounced with a chaf or with a kaf, it means all or whole. But it's with a kamatz here, right? It has a kamatz. So it's either a chaf, kamatz, lamed, or a kaf, kamatz, lamed. So in this case, instead of reading the kamatz like an ah sound, it's read like an aw or an o sound, okay? So it's, whenever you see that word, that's the way you're going to pronounce it. With a chaf, kamatz, lamed, it's going to be either chol or kol, and it does mean all or whole, just like it sounds in Hebrew. And remember, the root is a 2 or 3 letter form. We're going to go over roots again today. Okay? A root is 2 or 3 letters, 2 or 3 letter word, okay? To which we're going to add prefixes and suffixes. All right? Yeah, there you go. Dalet. Okay, next.
Beit.
Beit. Okay. And the last letter?
It's the one before Sheen.
That's right. The one before Sheen is Tzadi Kuf.
Resh.
Good. All right. Okay, so Resh. All righty. So when you write out a root, you're going to be writing out 2 or 3 letters. And the way it's pronounced, that's traditionally pronounced, is the past tense masculine. This is, you'll get used to it after a while. Masculine singular verb, because that's the simplest verb to pronounce. And it's always pronounced with the ah patach. All the syllables are pronounced with the ah patach, okay? So this would be pronounced da bar, which means, this word means spoke. Okay, so we're going to use spoke. We're going to use the past tense. Okay, spoke, so it's like a spoken word. And when used as the past tense masculine singular verb, it's he spoke. And the way we pronounce it is dabar. So we're going to use the dagesh form because that's the way we're pronouncing the aleph beit form of the beit. And we say the root is dabar. He spoke. Now, when you add prefixes, you can add any one of these prefixes. In, the, and, like, to, from, of. The first word of the 10 Commandments is, there's a vav and a yud. Okay? The vav means and. The yud connotes future tense. The vav actually connotes past, so it's pulling the past along. The vav actually, the word vav means hook. So in essence, and means hooking something from the past. The yud has a future tense form. It's not a prefix in the sense that you can make a word out of it, but it does have a sense of future. So in essence, when you have these 2 letters, the vav and the yud together, it's past and future combined, it makes it present tense. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Yes. Okay, present. All right. So a lot of times you'll hear in the Hebrew read, this will be read as one syllable, vai, and then you've got the root. So essentially, It's vaidaber, which means not he spoke, but speaks. Okay? So when it makes the past tense masculine singular verb form into an actual used word, this makes the verb present. So speaks. Okay? So that's using this root, this past tense masculine singular verb, dabar, and putting a prefix on it, in this case, the vav and the yud together, making it past plus future, actually making it present. Vaidabar, speaks. Okay? So depending on the context and depending on the prefixes and suffixes, this root takes on extra meaning. You got the root and then you got the extra meaning.